Good morning, you guys. So I want to share this with y'all because this is kind of cool. Um, I have been kind of like collecting some screenshots and videos of some things I've seen as it relates to this vision or dream that I had. I was in my grandmother's house, or my grandparents' house, and we seen this this fighter jet, drop two, well, initially looked like missiles, and one turned into a building, and then one turned into this spaceship looking thing. Okay. And the spaceship looking thing started twirling and making like this dust. Okay, kind of like what you would see in the clouds in the circular formation of a hurricane, kind of, but I knew it was dust. And I don't think I said it in a video, but yeah, maybe someone else said it also. Yeah, one, it does kind of look like Nibiru. And yes, it also does look like the hurricane symbol. It looks like the hurricane symbol, you guys. And I saw some that day too, because we had Tropical Storm Faye develop, or whatever, the days after I put this out. So yeah, that kind of caught my attention too. I feel like it was something else, but I just knew this thing to be like a spacecraft, but I didn't see anybody in it, like a thing in it, an entity in it. It just was. I just knew it to be a spacecraft. No, like with a glass cover on the top, kind of like thing, and it swirled and started making this circular dust cloud. It's funny because probably about 2 months ago, I saw a diaper, some baby's diaper, in the parking lot of a Walmart. And I don't want to get off the topic because I want this to be very short. But when I seen that diaper, and I felt like it was raining that day, or had rained, it reminded me of this guy that made this technology. And the way he explained it is like, it's like the stuff that's in the diaper, whatever, absorbs the moisture in the diaper. He came up with this type of technology to help slow down or eliminate hurricanes. And I felt like his technology was rejected or something. I mean, this was years ago, you guys. So if you know what I'm talking about, like, I don't know this guy's name, but I feel like they rejected him and probably stole his stuff. Probably stole his idea. In the same way they send storms and stuff for war. Okay, for war. They can create storms in times of war in other countries. And I just listening to the video that I'm gonna play just brought back all these memories of this stuff. So somebody shared a video with me on smart dust, and I've never heard of that term. Maybe we've been calling it nanobots or whatever, but I've never heard of the term smart dust. So I think whoever shared that with me left that. I seen this last night. This person's on a plane, and they are seeing this object that kind of looks like a obelisk type thing. This is a passenger plane, and they see this thing that's pointed at the top, and they see it kind of like flip and then out and kind of cloak itself also. It was weird. This is on the Impossible channel. I'll leave the link below. I was up last night watching it. It was the last video I watched. Okay. So again, 2 missiles. I was in the house. I'm like, man, y'all are hysterical. Just calm down. Get out the way. I don't have my phone. Somebody filmed this. Somebody filmed this. And I wasn't able to film it. You know, I was calm. I was like, I was trying to see relatively calm. Because when I first saw the 2 missiles drop, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is like war. But then I kept looking instead of running and hiding. And I seen these things. One of the missiles turned into a building, and the other one turned into this alien craft thing that started spinning. And I wasn't able to film it. Okay? Makes me wonder if all this alien disclosure foolishness, or the fact that they can't hide the other planets that are coming into the system. I think Sherry said that Nibiru looks like Nibiru, does look like Nibiru, or the Destroyer, or Planet X, or Planet 9, whatever you want to call it, in its system, is going to be used as a tool of judgment, to judge the whole world. It says in Isaiah somewhere. I'll leave that old link of where it is found, whatever you want to call it, where it's found in the Bible, and all its many different names. It's been a long time since I've talked about that. Now this, I saw this also very soon after I put that vision out. I don't know when I put it out, maybe 7-6, but when I seen this, and this craft, it looks old, it made me think about how those missiles were dropping out of the plane. Now, we're on nobody's kill list. Oh well. We might be on the kill list, but better go home. Also, this 3 days ago, this is from probably 4 days ago, because I went back to kind of take pictures of the things I've seen, and I'll leave those videos in the description box. This looks like an upside down pyramid just hanging in the sky. And I know this is the Impossible channel. There is like this rock structure that seems to be floating on top of the water, and this magnetic, I don't even know what to call it. It's real big. It's found in China or Asia, somewhere over there. And I think they worship this thing, but it's a wonder. But look at this. This looks like an upside down pyramid just appearing to hang in the sky, float in the sky. Remember China? And I know I didn't mention it in that video, but it did remind me of that floating city that I guess was in China. You guys, I remember it looked like a whole city. Now this is in the video that I'm gonna play. I'm only gonna play the first 2 or 3 minutes, and then because this thing is 2 hours and I haven't completely finished watching it, I have skipped through it a little bit to see what other things he's gonna be talking about and showing, other formations and so on and so forth. But when I got to this, he was talking about how they feel like this craft was sent during, I believe, Hurricane Irma as a weapon. And when he showed this blue thing, it reminded me of a vision, open vision I put out. I had this open vision of this thing that looked like a blue high beam. Okay, it was a blue high beam. I knew it to be that. And it was daytime. I felt like I was coming home from work. And I might have seen it twice. If I'm having an open vision, I'll ask the Lord, did I have an open vision? And he'll show it to me twice to pay attention, or he'll show it to me twice because it's going to be something that's going to be information about, it's going to be coming out twice. Okay, so I had the vision, and I feel like that day or the next day, Minister Paul is talking about some object that it appears the ISS was trying to block or hide. Okay, and but when I saw it visually, because it was blue, and he goes on to talk about how it kind of was in the space and looks like that red blob that he had, but how the ISS was trying to block out this thing here in space. And that was a year ago, so I'm just giving you the gist of. And I also feel that Mr. MBB3 had put it out. Also, he put out a video, and I think I used it in this video, or maybe that was it. I'm not sure, can't remember. When I seen this in this video I'm about to show you, he's talking about hurricanes. Funny how I felt like this thing was kind of like the hurricane symbol. I think somebody else may have said it too. I'll play a little bit of this. Oh, well, this is where I stopped it at.
This is a video where you're going to see technology being used, or ships or spacecrafts from like that resemble the ones that McDill has, that are square shaped. They're caught on the ISS feed going above the hologram and in between that of the ISS platform that's higher above. So let's see if we can watch this. Okay.
Surface and check this out.
This is a fisheye lens, guys, I would say, without a doubt.
What the heck are these things? I have no idea. I don't know how NASA's going to explain something like this.
Okay.
Really strange.
Look at that thing.
All right. So now we know that. Okay. So in short, you got, this is what McDill, during Hurricane Irma, these were spotted over McDill. Okay. And this that were shown during Hurricane Irma at McDill Air Force Base in the sky. This is from exopolitics.org channel, Dr. Michael Sala. He's a historian, I think, or political historian, but international politics he deals with. Okay, so those were shown they took flight when Hurricane Irma came over, and he was suggesting they were showing a sign of force because it was.
I'm gonna go and play the video. It sounds like to me, and I won't know until I play this back. Sounds like the volume might go in and out. But this is the introduction to the video, so you'll see it's 2 minutes, and then I'll leave it below. You guys can go check it out yourself, okay?
Could we ever program reality? Utility fog, a concept theorized by nanoengineer John Storrs Hall, who suggested that a collective of nanotechnological devices called foglets could link together into a complex aerial swarm network. Hall initially came up with this idea as a way to prevent trauma in car crashes by stiffening the air inside the car. However, if this idea were to be extended to the atmosphere of our planet, then we'd be able to conjure things out of thin air, like wizards. If these foglets were to be directed by an AI, they could be morphed into any structure that the user finds convenient. A whole planet made up of these foglets gives us the concept of a heaven world, somewhat like the idea of a simulation heaven that we see in VR, except that this would be real life. Think of utility fog as a video game, where the characters can leap off the screen and interact with you, disassembling and reassembling themselves into furniture, landscapes, or food, anytime, anywhere. The surface of these heaven worlds would be covered in what we call programmable matter, also known as smart dust. The grains of sand under your feet are all actually robots of three-dimensional tactile material that can reshape and reform itself to suit your deepest desires. If the nanobots that make up this smart dust become cheap and plentiful enough, it would truly be bridging the gap between man and what anyone from the Dark Ages would consider a god. On a heaven world, the very dirt we walk in and the air we breathe will contain AI-directed nanites, a custom universe where you'll no longer be able to tell virtual reality from actual reality. At this point, it will no longer matter if the universe is a programmed simulation, because you'll be able to rewrite that program anyway. In fact, Google's director of engineering, Ray Kurzweil, has suggested that these nanomachines would unconditionally guarantee immortality, replacing every cell in our body until we become a collective of nanites ourselves.
Hey guys, Demon Hunter here. Okay, so as you can see, they're looking to build a live augmented virtual reality, okay, within the enclosed system that they have created via the Smart Dust Dome, ionized sky. A dome within a dome. Think of it in terms that you got God's creation, the enclosed system we live in, and then Satan's mimicking, inverting, polluting what God had created, building out his own technocracy-based live AI augmented system. So we're going to go ahead and break down some track systems, how they're simulating the constellations, and you guys enjoy.
Watch this, y'all, and then I'll stop. Watch this.
I'm gonna do it right here because it sounds right here.
Bruh.
Come on, ready? Good luck, just go!
They're not looking. Well, they can't. They know they can't see. Someone's got to be flying. Oh, there you go.
There it shoots
You
out
farted. You good?
some, and I believe that's like utility fog.
Keep watching.
Was that the crop duster?
Yeah, that was the crop duster.
Alright, I'm ready to go back. I'm done.
That's funny.
I caught the fart.
And
What?
they're doing it right next to the
was
sun.
good.
You can see a massive structure right above the sun up there too.
Magic struggling.
And it could be they're looking to conceal the structure that they have
Well,
up there.
mine would
At the
just
top of the
do
dome right
all
there is
three
a
of us.
structure
All three of us.
on the right of the
Flip
plane.
it, Matthew. You have to commit to the front flip. Full flip.
And here you'll see them spray again, utility fog.
Hold on to this for me.
I can somersault it.
Come
Wait,
to
look.
the
Look, look, look.
Let's go. Boom.
Look. Is that black spray? Yeah. What the French toast? That's from the,
That's the crop duster.
Yet they do it right in front of the sun and the structure.
Isn't that interesting?
It's only black because we're seeing the shadow of it.
Oh, you think so?
We're seeing the back of it. Not
And there they go again.
Because the sun's hitting right on it, so we're not gonna
That's
see.
crazy.
We're not gonna see the reflection of the light.
Oh, no,
But
that's...
if we look at this picture, you can start to see structures, and these are the two crop planes, and this is the structure I believe that looking to conceal in between the lines, and you can see structures up here.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna stop this right here, and let's see. There was one more video I found. You see this whale? Let's see. I'm not gonna play this, but I can also leave it below. I didn't finish reading this thing. I didn't have my glasses. Okay, I just I think it popped up or something. You guys, they're going to fool the fool out of people when the rapture happens. And not only that, with them mentioning the what they're doing with these hurricanes, okay, and he also mentions about them trying to create other planets. You guys, that took me back to a couple open visions and dreams I had of things that were, even for July 4th, me seeing another planet. I'm going to do another update. I'm going to do a update on that. I just have to put all the things together for you guys to present it, okay? The planetary alignment and me seeing another object. There are exoplanets. And speaking of planets, Dill Martin is back. I was so worried about him, you guys. I know many of you guys were too. He was told to shut his mouth. Okay, he got a direct threat. And he went away for a couple years. I will link his channel below also. You guys go follow him. And brother Brandon Nagley. Okay, because brother Brandon Nagley has kind of been doing what brother Dill Martin has been doing while he's been gone. And not just them two, just other people, but Brandon really did step it up. Okay, and all right, I'm gonna leave all links below, and I will maybe come back and talk with you guys later today. My AC has been checked out and will be worked on, but it's been like this for the last 2 days. It's not broken completely. I think it just needs coolant. It's just been running for 2 days straight. Okay, God bless y'all.